So why doesn't this just work all the time? I mean, that's the biggest question I get from internal staff, from clients. It is so frustrating. Not the question, but just the fact that it cannot work all the time. And here's the real reason. So, and why are carriers even doing this to begin with? So there's real spam issues causing havoc to them. Bot calls, I'm sure you get them all the time. I get hundreds a day. They're so annoying and they're escalating, right? You get phishing security texts. So that's where somebody says like, hey, this is Nick. I need you to go buy some gift cards at Best Buy, whatever it might be. And then they go do so. They give the gift cards away. You know, there's tons of attack vectors that you need to protect yourself from, and the carriers do not want that liability. So crypto scams, another one. So filtration fines, telecom vendor restrictions have shifted over the years to prevent these bad actors from escalating. It really is not about cannabis necessarily. Most of the stuff that has been implemented has nothing to do with cannabis. Some of it has, but cannabis is really caught in the crossfire is the point here. So how is it caught in crossfire? 10DLC is a big one. So this last year, carriers said, hey, you got to register for phone numbers if you want to do 10-digit long code phone numbers. That's what 10DLC stands for. So your normal phone number, right? Not a short code. So if you want to use these and you want to send blasts out, use 10DLC registration. This is great. So works fine for order notifications, PIN code texts like 2FA, verify, you know, your Chase bank account, whatever it might be, right? You're about to send a wire, you get a 2FA message. This also works for delivery, for clients of ours like Leafly, right? Powering order delivery notifications, all that kind of stuff. No problems there. Now, there is a problem if you go off scope. So carriers do not and will not allow registration for cannabis promotional messages due to its federal status. It's not going to happen. If you happen to get it through, that was glory time right after they open up 10DLC registration. And I'd be really surprised if you weren't banned by now. There's been tons of manual audits and stuff that have happened as a result of bad actors trying to push the limits. And carriers in general don't want anyone in the industry to send without being registered, or they'll have the bot calls, phishing, security texts, all the problems at the top that we listed. So they want you to register, but you cannot register for cannabis promotional messages. So that puts us in the crossfire. And they got to slowly enforce that. They can't just throw it over to 10DLC because they would lose a ton of legitimate traffic.